Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Buy This Watch, a super hot smoking deal, one worth checking out. Now some things to point out. I don't own these watches, I don't know these dealers, and therefore I do not warrant these purchases. These just so happen to be a really great deal that I found as I was watch hunting. Figured I'd pass it along to you. You'll also want to know that in the title of the episode is the date. By the time you see this episode, these watches may not still be available. Still worth checking out though, because if it's still available, it might be a watch you want to have a closer look at. Happy hunting.
Welcome back to this hobby of ours. Buy this watch for April 11, 2022. First, we'll have a look at this Tutima, still on Chrono 24, and the price has dropped yet again. Don't buy this watch on eBay. The price isn't as low there. This is the best price right here. I don't know how many more price reductions this watch is going to go through before someone picks it up. But now that we're in the 800-ish range, I don't think DHL, I don't think there'll be any customs duty on top of it. I think we'll just be paying the price for the watch and the tax for your state. I don't think there's any customs on it at this price point. This seller always ships via DHL, so something to note. All right, we're going to talk about buying Christopher Ward today and a couple of different ways that I have hunted C-Dub over the years. First of all, a website you're going to want to use is xe.com for currency conversion. Your finest British pounds converted to USD will be relevant because I like to hunt Christopher Ward on the native ebay.co.uk site. And the reason is the best examples, the rarer models, they tend to only pop out of the UK. And some UK sellers aren't set up for the global shipping program. So when they list their watches on their native eBay site, it's not going to show up on the US-based site. So this is where I do most of my hunting for Christopher Ward. Now, the watch we're going to look at today is actually out of the US, so this is just something to be mindful of. The C8 Pilot Revival Special Edition. This is a new watch, and it's called the Revival because it's using their Gen 2 logo, which I find very strange. I myself am a fan of the first gen logo, and this second gen logo would be my next favorite. This is a big boy, 44 millimeter, limited edition, 250 pieces, 200 in steel, 50 in DLC. And this is a Flieger watch, a pilot's watch, not only that size, but also the dial layout of the B-Uhren dial style. And it's pretty attractive, I have to say. So this is the watch we're looking at. Look at that lume, that's beautiful. I'm sure this is a great watch. I love my Christopher Ward watches. Oh, look at that, that's gorgeous. And limited edition, keep this in mind. There are only 50 DLC diamond-like carbon coating, all black, but 200 in the steel. The model we're looking at today is on eBay, and it's a steel variant, and it's in pretty good condition. The strap has a little bit of wear. You'd probably want to change that out, but maybe not. But here's the key negotiating point. In this listing, the seller is referencing a different listing that went for more. Where did he write that? I saw a similar used one sell on here, and he's offering it at a lower price. Well, if we go to eBay to find the comps, the most recent comp is from January, and it did sell for 505, but this is the DLC version, and there's only 50 of these. And so, yeah, that's going to claim a bigger price. So, I love me some Christopher Ward. But on the used space, these should be selling for roughly 60% off list. So, if this was listing at 600, this should be going for even a little bit less than that. So what I would do is I would be polite. I'm always polite when I ask for a discount. At the very least, you want to always get 10% off, and that gets you to the 360 model. At the very least, you want to get 10% off on this, and I'm going to suggest writing the seller. Let's see, other items. Okay, so he's a watch owner. He's not a watch dealer, right? So take a run at him. I'd go in at 320 and maybe come up to 350, but I wouldn't pay more than 350 for this piece. This is a new listing, and this is kind of a rarish bird, so I don't think this is on a lot of people's radars. So my advice, go in at 320, 325, and see what he has to say. He'll probably take some money off of this if he's looking to move it. He probably bought this used. I'm sorry, he probably bought this new, and I'm surprised he's getting out of it because this watch hasn't been around all that quickly. Maybe it's too big for him. Is it on his wrist? No wrist shot. But gorgeous case back, and there's only 200 of them. So rarish bird. If you're looking for an IWC style watch that's going to be a high quality piece, look no further than the Christopher Ward C8 Pilot Revival.